Joe Jonas and Sophie Turner have officially filed for divorce. Joe Jonas's team was extremely quick to respond, painting the picture that Sophie Turner is an unfit mom after stating she likes to party, he likes to stay at home, they have different lifestyles.
I'm an introvert, I'm a homebody. If I could stay at home all day, I would.
His team has also put out baseless rumors that Joe saw Sophie doing something he didn't like on a Ring camera, which is what led to him filing for divorce. On the other hand, Sophie Turner and Joe Jonas have both put out this post stating that they mutually decided to end their marriage. There are many speculative narratives as to why, but it was a united decision. However, it really gets juicy here because a day after this post, Joe Jonas was spotted in public with their 2 children along with their nanny. Clearly, he likes to stay at home so much that he can't even take care of his kids by himself. Aside from Joe Jonas's history of questionable age gaps in relationships, this is yet another example of online hate campaigns against women. Now, it may not be Joe Jonas himself, it could be his PR team or just tabloid magazines themselves, but as soon as the public got wave that Joe Jonas and Sophie Turner were heading for divorce, several media outlets were pushing this idea that Sophie Turner is an unfit mother, the start of what we like to call a misogynistic hate campaign. Online hate campaigns are fueled by social media users feeding into misogynistic frenzies against women. Occasionally, people don't even realize that they are participating in a hate campaign until it is too late. Notice how after the US trial was over, people started shifting support to Heard. We most commonly see sexist hate campaigns against women in politics. In 2021, a gendered hate campaign was formed against German politician Annalena Baerbock after she declared she would block a gas pipeline if elected. Fake images of Baerbock flooded the internet, and people sexistly asked if she could be a mother and a politician. Of course, in America, we are no different. There is a hate campaign for almost every major politician who identifies as a woman. Over the past few years, there has been a trend of hate campaigns against different celebrities, often perpetrated by their male abusers. Megan Thee Stallion was literally shot, and people still run to this man's defense. And I can't even talk about this situation because some of y'all are still really sensitive about it. There's been such an uptick in misogynistic hate campaigns that we now have a word for it: gendered disinformation. As defined by the Department of State, gender disinformation is a subset of misogynistic abuse and violence against women that uses false or misleading gender and sex-based narratives, often with some degree of coordination to deter women from participating in the public sphere. Gender disinformation doesn't just target women in positions of power or influence. They regularly target ordinary people, and it's not just in America, it's everywhere. The beginning of COVID in 2020 pushed thousands of people online. Research conducted for the United Nations Women's Team showed that in South and Southeast Asia, online hate speech and sexist posts severely intensified from March 2020 to June 2020, an 168% increase from that same time period in 2019. While in May of 2020, research showed that in India, Indonesia, and the Philippines, misogynistic tweets were doubling week after week. A huge reason why these hate campaigns are so good at what they do is because people don't pay attention to the facts. If something does not fit into their narrative, they will not include it in their video or discourse. This kind of content thrives on platforms like TikTok, Facebook, or Twitter, where people will be introduced to a topic and not do any outside research on what they're looking at. I believe one of the reasons as to why millions of people get invested in these hate campaigns is because it's fun. It's incredibly easy to paint someone in a bad light online. You make a compelling video, it goes viral. People are drawn to the drama. People want to be engaged. And oftentimes, people won't believe that they are in the wrong because they are treating the situation as a joke.
Trump versus Pence, this is like Johnny versus Amber all over again. Nobody wins, you know? All you're left with is poop in the bed.
Or drama they are watching unfold like in TV shows or movies. It's all fun and games if it's a joke, right? So the next time you're online and you see a man or an anonymous person bashing on a woman, ask yourself, are they being valid? Do they have the right, reliable information? Or are they just hating on this person because she's a woman?